It is about the last week of January here, so not quite spring, but it's getting close. It smells like spring today. Anyway, I'm out in the boat here to change out the wild duck nest there, and then if you can see, let me zoom in here at the end of the pond. There is one nest there and one a little bit right there that I need to go change them out. So let's go do it. So here we are at the floating nest. This one's really made for mallards, but I think a wood duck nested in it last spring. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move it because I can't really see it too well from the house. So I'm going to move it probably about, I don't know, 50 feet that way so I can see it better. It's probably pretty gross in there. I'll flip this lid up here and see what we got. Alright, it's lifted up here and you can clearly see there was a nest here. I see some white eggshells in there, so whatever was in here hatched. But we're going to go ahead and just kind of clear some of that out and then put this straw in. It's fairly moist in here. I think it's just because this is all clay and it just kind of soaks over, so the straw kind of helps with that. But you know, you can see the ducks, they just use their own feathers too for insulation. Alright, so I got some more hay in there. This structure still looks like it's pretty waterproof, so that's good. It's no huge cracks in it. And then on the other side I left just a little crack. I don't know if you can be able to see it here, but I left a little crack up top just so there's a little bit of airflow when it gets kind of warm. I'm not too worried about, you know, they don't have to be super dry in there. They are ducks. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, move it over there. I got to pull up the anchor. It's off that bobber. There's a rope down to an anchor, so I'm going to pick that up and then try to row it over there. Well, some little critter has chewed through my anchor rope here, so it was just the bobbers and then it was chewed off. It's probably either the beaver that are here or there's some otters in here. So I don't even know how this thing was staying place, but I guess I'll just tow it to where I want it to go and then I'll come back with a concrete block and re-anchor it. Alright, we got it anchored in. We got it anchored in here, and that was really deep right there. I was surprised. It was about 20 feet deep. I almost didn't have enough rope. So anyway, we'll set sail here for the end, where we're gonna go and check out what's inside of these wood duck nests. So I built these 2 years ago. I change out the sawdust every year in them. But last year there was one duck in one of them that laid an egg or two, and then I think it abandoned the nest. So we'll look at that nest first. We are ashore on the other side. Looks like the pond's flowing, or the stream's flowing pretty good here. There's just kind of some wetlands here. This whole area gets about 6 feet of grass every year. So the ducks like to kind of swim up here when it's not as flowing as hard, and then they just kind of camp out in here, and then they swim out in the pond kind of in the evening and morning. So let's take a look at this first one here. What's going on up here? It's not rotating very well. Oh yeah, we got looks like a couple broken eggs. Those didn't hatch, you can tell. And it's wet in here. So let's go ahead and dump this out. Okay, this box is done. I ended up taking a screw out here and driving it on this hinge pin here, so it's a little bit tighter up along this line. Hopefully there's not much water in there. But besides that, it probably can't see in there. I got some sawdust, new sawdust in there, and this one's ready to go. This is to keep the raccoons off. This is just dryer tubing. It was like $4. I mean, you can get like a cone, but I don't think a raccoon could get up here. I don't know, maybe. So we'll hit the next one over there, and we'll be done. This one also has the same issue where it's kind of coming apart here. So they tell you to use a nail to so you can, you know, fold this thing out. But I think I'm just gonna go use a screw. This one's opening like it should. This one's unused, but we got some grossness here, so we'll go ahead and clean this out. And I'm done. So I think I'm gonna have to come back later and add a little more wood chips. It's only about this deep, and you want it about this deep, because you don't want it to be too far for the babies to get out. And you want also to have, I mean, the bottom inch just ends up being muck anyway with water. So I think these only have about a year or two left in them, and then I'll redo them. I couldn't find any cedar board wide enough, so I just did tongue and groove, which was kind of a mistake. But when I redo these, I'll find bigger boards, so I don't have to do tongue and groove, and I'll probably do a little bit wider roof, and then I'll probably caulk everything. Actually, I'll probably let the cedar dry out for a few months, and then once it's together, I'll caulk everything. But we'll see if we get any more in this year.